part of the reason I am the way I am today in certain aspects, especially when it comes to fighting. Being bullied, being picked on, you know, eventually you either fold or you rise and fight. I want to fight against him because he talks shit a lot about me. He's a personal for me. And because I'm ready for everybody on this division. I'm ready. I will show who is the new king of this division. It's me. You know, I can beat everybody.
His rise was meteoric, almost unimaginable.
Completely unlikely, to be honest. I always say to Isreal that it makes me emotional to think about it, but I always say to him that sometimes we have to pinch ourselves. From where he came from to come this far is amazing.
And that's kind of, I guess, my desire to want to defend myself came from. Was I hated feeling vulnerable in any situation, and I hated feeling like I was helpless, like I couldn't do anything. So I wanted to learn that. Then I found like a Muay Thai gym through my friend Kyle Gallagher. He's a 6'9" monstrosity. My first sparring partner, so that's why my distance is really good. When you have a guy 6'9" jabbing you constantly from the get-go, it gives you a great foundation of understanding distance. That, yeah, don't get jabbed by that, don't get kicked by that.
Paulo Costa. I met him on the set of Ultimate Fighter 3 Brazil. I coached that opposite Vanderlei Silva. We would all watch him. He'd be the first one in the gym, he'd be the happiest one to be there, he'd be the last one to leave. Plus, he was strong. But when you see that natural strength and athleticism mixed with that hunger, and I can tell you in 2014, he wasn't wildly talented. He was strong and he was athletic and he was hungry. He was motivated. But he wasn't wildly talented. He didn't show up with a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He didn't show up with like a Golden Gloves background. He wasn't a national team member in wrestling. But you could see that hunger. Yeah.
So I already decided that's the gym I want to train at. It was already set in stone, so he couldn't get rid of me. When I moved to Auckland, he kind of tried to like give me options, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I want people to know that I believed. I said what I was gonna do and I did it. And I'm still doing it. And I'm gonna keep doing it. That's what I want people to know. We live in New Zealand, trying to fit in constantly in different places, but I never fit in anywhere. So I'm a native who was broken, the broken piece. I never fit into any puzzle. So I'm just gonna stand out and own me. My advice is don't overthink it. Go for it. Don't like hesitate. Like a fight, if I'm gonna throw a jab and I hesitate, it's not gonna work. You know, I can get countered. Just fuck it, you're gonna die anyway at one point. And this isn't gonna be a final form. You're gonna go somewhere else.
The eraser Costa!
He's on this incredible streak where he looks more powerful, more endurance, he looks more muscular. Like if you're doing MMA 8 hours a day, you don't add muscle on unless you're using a substance. That's just the truth, you know. That's just the reality of it all. If you're using substances, you can train 8 hours a day and add muscle. If you're not using substances, it's very hard to add muscle on when you're doing so much aerobic and anaerobic work. So, look, if I were to tell you, no, there's no way he's on steroids, I'll be lying. I'm telling you right now, I think the man is very likely, very possibly on steroids, especially after reading that headline. If he's taunting Adesanya saying, hey, Brazil, because of COVID, for those you don't know, because of COVID right now, I bet USADA's taking a break. Okay, they haven't really been coming around as much. Maybe Paulo Costa's taken that as a green light for him to do any substance he wants. Who knows? I didn't read the full article. Maybe he's just kidding around, but he has been flagged for taking IVs, which is illegal, and he knows it's illegal. A lot of you are going to be saying he's doping. It doesn't, it's not crazy, because you look at his physique, you look at his power. It's not shocking if you were to get to, if tomorrow they say he flagged, it wouldn't shock me. Now, I read the headline, it says that he's taunting Adesanya, saying, hey, they didn't come for me. So that would mean that he's entailing that he's on more substance than usual.
It disqualifying him from any sort of GOAT status or GOAT talk. I'm wondering if it's just Israel that sort of thinks that, or if you share his, theories or concerns. Do you have your own suspicions or anything like that regarding Paulo Costa?
Look, he's never tested positive to anabolic steroids or anything illegal. So, as far as I'm concerned, there's no issue there. Anybody else, your Anderson Silvas, your TJ Dillashaw's, that's proof beyond all doubt. They've tested positive to these illegal substances. In any other sport, you're gone, you're finished. That's the end of your career. In this sport, it shouldn't be any different. In fact, it's worse because it's not cycling. You're not riding a bike next to someone. You're using a banned substance to inflict damage on someone. You shouldn't be in the sport. That's all that was my opinion, and that's all I was saying in regards to people that use drugs to cheat, like the people I think. That's just a personal. That's just the way I feel about it. Paulo Costa's he's clean as far as I'm concerned. That's something. That's an Israel thing. So I definitely don't necessarily share that view. I have to have faith in USADA. If I don't have faith in them, then what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
When some guys say
If you're not clean,
I'm not clean, I see it like fear.
终止比赛了。是。但是裁判对这个佩雷拉的边角表示非常不满意。对。毕竟在没有判定之前，你们是不允许进入这个擂台边角。这是一场很大的逆转。正中下巴。
What we should do, we should be praising heaps on Paulo Costa, because that guy's scary. He's fucking terrifying. That guy's the future. The fight was basically an assault. You would never believe that Johnny Hendricks was a former world champion if you saw the way the Eraser beat the shit out of him. I mean, he just beat the shit out of him, but he was just getting fucking destroyed.
But look at Costa, the young guy, not just headbutt here. What's up? Paulo Costa does it again. Johnny Hendricks' latest win.
I mean, it was no contest.
What's up, New York? I'm here to show to the world who I am. Now is a new time. I will be the next legend from Brazil in UFC.
That guy's scary. He's fucking terrifying. That guy's the future. I don't really know him. I know he's young. I know he's hungry. I definitely know he's on the juice.
Right, here we go here with this feature. UFC 226 pay-per-view. The super fight stipulation and the Cormier coming up at the top of the hour or so. This fight at middleweight Costa and kick to the body by Costa.
Brazil, we have many legends, but many legends is like estão aposentando.
He's retired. The
He's
legend
retired.
of Brazil,
Yes.
Now a nova geração.
Yes, now is my time. And the next time, the next generation. I'm the next generation from Brazil, and I now have question. I will be the next legend from Brazil.
But that's what I mean. I need to get back to work. Don't get me wrong. I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm working. Like I said, he's not used to this. Pressure is an acquired taste.
If the Adesanya think he's this belt, anyway, I will kill him.
You know who's next? I got this overly inflated balloon animal. This heavy ass Ricky Martin wannabe. This Poha China. He better not gone. This Poha China. I don't like this guy, this Israel guy. I want to rearrange his face. Trust me, when I'm done with him, he'll really look like Ricky Martin. Botched. Adesanya points into the front row where Costa was sitting, calls him out, Costa steps, boom, we're off to the races. Well, all the while, Paulo's dealing with some kind of an injury to his arm. And he never said anything to anybody. I got to visit with him. I talked to him. He never said anything. A week later, he goes under the knife and has surgery, which means he can't make the date. Now, I still don't know the backstory on that. If he was thinking, yeah, I got this surgery, but it's minor. We'll push the fight out. I'll still be ready. I don't know what he was thinking. He just never said anything. He accepted the #1 contendership, tried to sign a bout agreement, tried to make this thing official. Oh, and by the way, went and had a surgery. Okay, that's the backstory, but here's where things get good. Because Adesanya has to stay busy and because you have to get on with the division, Yoel Romero gets inserted, becomes the new #1 contender and title challenger.
Your thoughts on the main event?
Man, that fight was fine. But I knew what Adesanya is afraid. He's afraid to fight against big guys, against powerful guys.
This I've never seen. I've never had a guy just stand there.
Look at Yoel, man. I'm telling you, like, look what's he doing. Look at Yoel.
Right. Because after the fight, I was really frustrated that my dance partner didn't want to dance.
So there it is, Isreal Adesanya and Yoel Romero. They go the 25-minute distance.
I believe that Isreal Adesanya fights to the level of his opponent. So if you're Adesanya, you fought the smart fight. You stay on the outside. He chopped that leg apart, and he picked his punches and did what he did. And you better believe that Paulo Costa is going to go after him, and that fight should be ridiculous.
Yeah, Paulo Costa after the fight tried to rush the cage with like his manager or something. Security had to come and throw him out. Oh, the buffoonist ignoramus is left. I was scared he's going to his hand and throw it at the fence.
He went crazy tonight and jumped over the gate, was going crazy. We threw him out.
Adesanya is nothing. Adesanya is the most shameful champion I have seen ever.
I think he's just a stand. He's my biggest fangirl, and that's why he keeps traveling around the world trying to watch me fight.
I will make him cry. I will hit him very badly, and he will cry like a baby.
Costa versus Adesanya will be a ridiculous fight. I absolutely positively guarantee.
When I go inside the cage, I will not wait for him. I will go inside and hit him very badly.
Costa comes out throwing guns straight
He's
away.
dangerous,
like,
man.
Wild straight
Costa's
away.
very, very, very dangerous. He's got outstanding striking. He's got real power, and he's fast. He's fast and powerful. I think Paulo Costa is at the top of the heap for a real reason now. A lot of it is dedication.
I'm ready. I will show who is the new king of this division. It's me.
Isreal Adesanya is very intimidating, he's very scary, and he's a very dynamic guy.
Oh, wow, look at Adesanya now.
When you have Paulo Costa, who is less dynamic but equally as intimidating, and he makes up for some of those unusual techniques with good, raw power. But that is a fascinating match from the highest of levels.
I see you trying to finish my bullshit here.
Against Adesanya's personal, I will feel just hurt. I will destroy.
Adesanya needs room and he needs space. Guys with long reach and long legs, that's what they need. Adesanya does great. He always gets what he needs. But Paulo is one of those guys that walks you down, cuts you off. He makes the ring small. He's really good at doing it.
But that fight's going to be easy. That's going to be a finish. I'll finish that.
cannot survive one octagonal with me for 2 hours.
I know one thing, he's going to come and try and take the belt. That's what I'm expecting, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
I will raise you.
These guys are so completely different, and the only thing that they share in common is they cannot wait to fight.
I'm gonna. Bro, come. Costa. Leave it like that, Costa. I'll see you soon, boy.
Costa. That's a lot of people are thinking that might be the next fight for you.
I told Dana, so I think what they want is me, being a bigger name, Paul being a bigger name, and we fight like in some super fight.
Costa comes out throwing guns straight.
He's dangerous, man.
Wild.
Costa's very, very, very dangerous. He's got outstanding striking. He's got real power, and he's fast. He's fast and powerful.
But for me, I wanna take him out now.
As much skill as we've ever seen a striker. I mean, he's Anderson Silva 2.0.
Adesanya is nothing. Adesanya is the most shameful champion I haven't seen ever.
Trust me, when I'm done with him, he'll really look like Ricky Martin. Watched.
It's not really about the records. It's not really about the stock. Sometimes it's just about. It's not even about the belt. It's just I just want to beat up the toughest guys. I said I want to beat up the people of our generation right now who are considered the best of the best, and he's one of them. He's one of them. So I just have to take him out.
But yeah, a lot of these guys I'll have to fight twice. I'll probably have to go up to light heavyweight as well for some super fights. Just saying, goat hunting as I do.
This guy is a comedian. He is a comedian. He cannot defeat me.
Obviously, you had that moment with Paulo Costa afterwards. Is he definitely the next? The casuals, they're dumb. They see a beefed up beefcake like that. Oh, that's the guy. I'm still all hype, by the way. I'm still all hype. Don't worry, I'm just the hype train. So they'll see that and think that's the guy. That's the guy. They just want to see me lose, but they're gonna be waiting for a long time.
Paulo Costa, is that a tougher challenge for you than Rob Whittaker, or do you think?
No.